like how they update the links on YouTube so you can't actually get to the what is it? I'm not even saying the watch page. Durr. Give me a sec here. I don't know if anyone's even gonna show up at this point. But that's probably for the best, actually, now that I think about it. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, I should probably close that too. My system. Okay, so I know, I guess I'm just gonna talk. Okay, what this isn't. It's not a response to Chandra's hangout because I haven't seen it, because I don't need to see it to know that she probably bashes everything about me. If I'm wrong, please correct me and I'll try or something, I don't know. But basically, I just want to give my perspective as to what's happened in the last week with her and where all of this came from. Because I know for a lot of you, it's probably just like straight out of fucking nowhere. So let's get caught up. And I don't know. Like, I'm not even really sure where to start. But basically, I feel like last week, the way Chandra handled the Ellie stuff. Oh, hey, Lori. I don't know. I mean, apparently, I've heard that Chandra just painted me as the worst thing since Hitler, so I'm sure people are a little reticent to chat now. And the thing is, like, the fact that she apparently went that hard for me is exactly why people felt the need to reach out to me with their concerns about her actions instead of going directly to her. Like, this is what people don't want to happen to them. Oh, hey, Tulula, what's up? This is what people are afraid of, and why they don't want people, like, they want to give, like, some constructive criticism, which I feel is valuable. And you guys know, I try my hardest to take any constructive criticism. I wish that took a drawing of the plants. Thank you, Lori. Right, plants are good. I got some dried sage here because we need some good vibes. So I'm gonna light this. Like, I think it's really easy to get caught up, you know, like with social media, with everything. It's really easy to create a feedback loop that is only positive, and to exclude anything remotely like criticism. It's very easy to do on the internet. And I worry that that might be where Chandra is going. That's why I felt the need to talk to her about the way she handled, you know, posting screenshots of something Ellie said in someone else's side chat. Like, I mean, if that was him, like, I mean, I don't know. The thing is, like, if that was him, that's his opinion. So that was his opinion on that day. So I don't think he deserved to be, like, ridiculed to that extent and considered, like, just full of shit, you know? People can change their minds. People can, like someone one day, not like someone the next day, as we've seen. I mean, like, I wish that the stuff that if he said that, the stuff he said in that screenshot was the worst thing that anyone had ever said about my hangouts. Like, if someone just called me boring, it would be easy. Like, I don't know. Anyway, where was I? Okay, so the thing that sort of gave me pause initially, and like what kind of fed, or oh hey Vet, what's up? Yeah, you like the Kendrick reference. Thank you. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like that's really key for everyone, me included. Like, you have to check yourself constantly because it's so easy to like exclude anything that you don't want to hear. And people naturally don't want to hear criticism about who they are. I get that. I totally get that. But that's why it's important, you know, to not exclude that, I feel. So basically, I went to Chandra and I said, and well, here's the other thing. Okay, around December, someone duplicated my account, made it look exactly like mine, and went around to everyone else's channel. Everyone I talked to here went to their channels and left comments full of hate speech in their comments. Okay, people were honestly thinking that that was me. So to say that, like, oh, it's like conclusive, or that like people, like, if you didn't know how convincing people can make an account look, you would just assume that it must be the same person. But I know, because it happened to me, that that is not always the case. So I explained this to Chandra the way I explained it to you guys right now. And what really gave me pause is she said that she didn't care. Like, she didn't care that if she might have been wrong in blaming someone for something. Like, in saying that someone must have done what she says they did. And if she was wrong, she didn't care anyway. Like, that is like, wait. Like, anyone can be wrong. It's really important to, like, I'm sorry, I keep trying to, this is so hard. I don't know how people do this. Okay, I'm looking at the side chat thing, so I'm not actually looking to the camera because it's very unnatural for me at this point. So sorry, because I'm always like looking off this way. I don't know, whatever. That's what that is. Just full transparency. What am I saying? Anyway, so the fact that she didn't care whether or not she might have been wrong, that's not cool with me. Like basically, or we have not picked up the cues in her voice. To Ellie's, I am only subscribed to one, the nice one. She haven't picked up one of the cues in her voice. Back off. I guess. I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, because the response I got from, and yes, I have 2 watches. One's on East Coast time. I'm thinking about you guys, so. So like, let me get back to it. Where was I? Oh, well, like, her response to me initially was like, oh, look, I'm not a social media personality trying to build an empire. I'm just Chandra who wants to hang out with my friends. And I'm like, well, okay, first off, all shade. And like, it was stuff like, oh, I don't have to be diplomatic. I don't need to rely on diplomacy for, like, you know, views and subscribers. And I'm like, diplomacy? Like, it's just about being fair. I wouldn't say this is diplomacy. It's YouTube. Like, so I was like, okay, but are you okay with accusing people? And like, oh, but like, now she stands by what she's, and then she said that she stands by what she said, barring a smoking gun, which is impossible to get in these situations. So the point's moot anyway, and needed space to ponder our conclusions. Well, I mean, the perspective I was coming from is the fact that she has always been like bluntly honest with like feedback for me. So I thought that she would appreciate the same thing in turn. I thought she would want to know the way that she's affecting people. I mean, people have been DMing me. People like don't feel comfortable going to her with this stuff. Yes, so you're saying she's not being shaded. This is my perspective, Nani. Like, I really like you. Like, I like Chandra's personality. I have had some issues with her recent, like, attitude, but I liked your personality. But Lori, she's not a barking dog. She's a person with, like, thinking abilities who I have always been able to level with until now, until the last week, who has understood that I come from a place of, like, trying to help, of not, like, like, she's not a dog. Why would I treat her like a dog? That's bark. Like, what? That doesn't make sense to me. She's a person. She's a grown ass adult. Like, we all get pissed off. So I don't see how that's even relevant. Like, oh, I mean, I know she wasn't literally saying she was a dog, Trina. I know that. And hello, by the way. And hi, She-Spell, what's up? Can't you two talking get back in the right chat privately? I tried. I really tried. I really tried. I'm going by what she was saying. She needed space that day. Okay, but she didn't say that. She didn't communicate that to me at all. And I felt that she was throwing shade with those remarks because she has said it before rather pointedly. So, I mean, like, you can say she wasn't throwing shade, but I'm going to say she was throwing shade. Which is one thing, and I feel is not the reason to start a war. She's saying you should have backed off until everyone had a chance to cool down, but you just keep going and going. And I'll say it, I'm not scared. Okay, cool, Trina. But I don't see it the same way, and I don't think that's true. Like, I feel like she was dismissive of an issue that she's gonna, like, this is what this is. Like, she simply needed space and you didn't allow that, so she needed space. She kept responding to me combatively. I was trying to communicate to clear up any miscommunications. Like, I wasn't badgering her. She was the one telling me, oh, that I was trying to get the last word in. When I was trying to, like, communicate, like, I don't. Well, it had me upset, her blocking me. That's why I publicized it, because I was upset. I have feelings too, see? It's a two-way street. I felt that I was dismissed, and that was echoed in the conversation that we had. I felt that I had been repeatedly dismissed. She didn't say, oh, give me time to think it over. That's totally cool. She'd never said that. She said, oh, well, you live for views and subscribers and the data. She didn't say, I need time or space. Well, I'm trying to give my side, Missy. Okay, I feel that Chandra has probably given her side. Is it possible that you can try to reach out again if she was given the space she needs? What? Are you asking if... Oh, hey, Celeste, what's up? Yeah, it took me a while to get on here. I just don't want to be in like a crazy thing, so the later the better, right? Trina, okay, Trina says, if one of my friends was being combative, I would have backed off until they had a chance to cool off. You leave someone alone if they're being like that. I did. Like, I would wait a day. I mean, how much time? Like, again, she never said, I need time, I need space. She never said that. And I felt like I was being attacked. Like, when I say combative, it's not some abstract thing. She was like shit. I mean, Trina, you don't have the full story, so I don't expect you to see it differently than what you're saying. Yeah, I did mention the data first. I'll tell you why. I was trying to say, tweet the change the like, what was the purpose? I felt some type of way about it, Celeste. I can admit that. Yes, I do, Jalen. Oh, sorry, have you not been feeling well, Celeste? I'm like... Oh, yes, dear Lord, explain the data. Okay. Sorry, I got kind of sidetracked by you guys. I was trying to say that the views and the volume and the pattern of views that I was seeing on my analytics was like on par with like an epic shit show of a hangout. Like, I was getting all these views, and that kind of freaked me out because nothing really happened. So I was trying to say that people were having some kind of reaction, some kind of response that made them like share it, or it, you know, it was like one of the, like the numbers were very much similar to like the hangouts in the past that have been like, oh, you guys got to see this, oh, shit went down. Like, the numbers were the numbers of, oh, shit went down, when shit didn't go down. So that's what I was trying to I was getting shit show numbers. Okay? Now, if I were about the data and the numbers, I wouldn't have said shit to her about it, because I wouldn't have cared about how it might have impacted her in the future and how people might have like perceived her or received her. If I just care about like the numbers and the data and I'm only out for myself, why would I say, oh, dude, I think people might be not taking you so well with this thing that you did? Like, yeah, if it was just about stirring up drama. Thank you, Lori. Lori says, everyone saw you were trying to help Felicia. I don't want you to feel ganged up on. We're just telling you how we all see her perspective. I mean, like, okay, but I would like to get my perspective out. That's why I'm here. That's why I gave a couple days before coming on, because I don't want like dueling blasting sessions, because I am just fucking tired of this gladiator shit. Like, I mean, like, it's like Groundhog's Day. Like, I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, Celeste, to hear that. I hope your headache gets better. Yeah. The more drama, the more shit, the more views. This is the reality of YouTube. Well, yeah, and that's why, I mean, the thing is, I was actually going against my own interests by saying, like, you know, if I were just out for myself, I'd just let someone act a fool. But if I was being a real friend, I wouldn't. You know, like, yeah. You know, I don't know, Yvette. Like, I doubt it. That's for why. Just so you know, she didn't patch if you want to hang out. I mean, I don't. I mean, oh, if you say so, I don't know. That people in the side chat were not angry at her. Everyone was all confused with double account. Yeah, in side chat. Yeah, because people got what I was saying. But Chandra didn't. Like, and oh, it was, oh, I'm on the Ellie train suddenly. Like, out of no, like, the Ellie train. Well, Ellie's not even involved like that. Like, she's not even in this. Like, it's just something, it's just, it's not even, like, involved like that. Like, not everyone is taking this that seriously. Oh, you know what you can do? She spout for migraines and stuff. This is gonna sound pretty weird, but if you take ice and put it like right on the nape of your neck, and then put a washcloth, like a dry washcloth or like hand towel over it, like it will like help with like the inflammation that can cause migraines sometimes. Maybe you might want to try that, Celeste. It helps with me a lot. So I struggle with that kind of stuff. Eliel did say those things he's done before, Kim says. Okay. But I mean, even if he did, I don't think it warrants. I mean, I don't like, you know, if I actually called out every single person, some of whom are in the side chat, who I've seen in other side chats talking mad shit about me, I would do nothing else. Like, I don't, because it just doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm not gonna sit there, like, you know, taking of everything you guys ever say. Now, I know about it, but it's not worth it to blast every single person. Been hard to see it when she wasn't ready to. I mean, I don't understand that. Like, I don't get it. Like, why? Why would you, like, oh yeah, girl, go ahead. Yeah, just, you know, fuck them. Fuck all those people. Like, you're right, everyone else is wrong. Like, I feel like that would be being a false friend. I believe. Oh, hey, Levi, what's up? And she don't want to speak about it. Well, I wish that she would have told me about the thing that she didn't want to say in public. If she had told me about that, it would have been completely understandable, but that wasn't the case. I hope it is the case. Like, I hope that that is true, Levi. Oh, sorry, what Levi just said was, I honestly could tell by her voice that she was dealing with something she didn't want to speak about, and the Ellie situation was the final straw. Yeah, I really wish that the other things before the final straw were the issue that, like, her friends, like I was her friend, knew about, you know? Like, couldn't you hear it in her voice that night? What? Hear it in her voice that night? There was a lot going on. Like, I mean, I know I read tarot, but I don't read minds. Like, we all heard it. Okay. There was something in her voice that said back off and stop. I mean, retrospect, what is it? Hindsight is 2020. Now we can look back and say, oh, there was something in her voice that said, you should have stopped. Oh, you should have done this. You should have done that. But like, yeah. Celeste just said, because Felicia was angry. A lot of us said we thought there were two Ellie accounts, and it didn't turn into an argument, you know? I just don't get how you and her disagreeing turned into it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll try to recap this. I spit. Mm-hmm. Okay. Directly and on Twitter and Hangouts. Well, I mean, it works both ways, Nani. Like, I mean, it works both ways. If she doesn't value our friendship enough to reach out to me directly, and in fact didn't value it enough to not block me, why would I? Like, that's a double standard. She did sound upset. She did. And I was trying to alleviate that. Oh, Celeste said earlier, the room was quite divided. Still is. Half believe it's him, the other half says there too. Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't matter. Like, even if he said that stuff, that's his opinion, and he can have his opinion. Sending her messages in needed space. I mean, I don't think that's a fair. I don't think it's fair to say that, Nani. Like, like what? You guys think I was talking to myself? Like, she was engaging with me. Like, I would just throw up my hands and actually give myself space. I actually said, like, how about we give this time? Like, this is kind of an unfair conversation, right? Like, let's just give this time and come back. And when, you know, we've cooled down a bit, maybe we can like talk this out and figure out what happened for this miscommunication. I actually said that. She said that I'm, you know, all about the views. Like, or what was it? Oh, I'm talking behind her back. When those of you who've DM'd me also know that I've been defending her this whole time. Like, like, you guys know that who have talked to me. If it was real Ellie, then she had a right to say something. Okay. I'm sensing some anger from Jalen. Is that just me? No, I didn't keep mentioning the data. I tried to explain that I'm not the only person who is starting to see some things that are cause for concern. You know, what's interesting is, like, if any of you follow Book Babe on Periscope, She reads books out loud about like gangland style like social dynamics, and she applies it to social media. And like it's interesting because Chandra was the one who like, you know, hooked me up on that and like turned me on to that. Like, and shows the parallels between people going at each other on account of someone else, and basically going to war for them, and like, as she calls it, being their straw dogs, like being the people that that person sends to fight for her. And like just this kind of thing that was also shown in a lot of those like gangland books. It's just interesting that now. Well, look at it this way, Nani. It's not the data that's cause for concern. Okay, data is a unit of information. It can be anything. Like you research data, okay? I was saying that, like, look, there are people who will try to sabotage anything that you do here. They're like real trolls, okay? And they will try to like instigate things and cause like, you know, shit between people who are friends. Okay? So, or what? Sorry. I'm not saying that she sent you, Missy. I'm saying that this kind of stuff plays out. It's weird. Okay, Trina, have we actually had a conversation, like, ever? Like, you have a lot to say. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know. Like, what? This is not the first time it's happened. Yeah, I know. I just, like I said when I started this is like Groundhog's Day. Like, I'm over it. Like, I'm over it. I'm just tired of this shit. Like, it was a good friend. She was a good friend. She was a really good friend. I really liked her. Like, I really like her personality. I didn't like the way she talked to me in recent days. But I tried to let that slide in order to hopefully patch things up. But instead of that, I got, oh, after everything I've done for you. Which, again, it's like, she used to like publicly ridicule people for holding things over their friends' heads. So, what the fuck? Like, I don't know what to make of it. It's like, it's just flip the script. Like, I don't know. Hey, Paul, what's up? We've been in your hangouts part. Yeah, I know. Oh, hey, Jamie, what's up? But yeah, no, I agree, Celeste. Like, yeah, she was a really good friend. Like, I valued her very much. Ever heard of a palm reader? I think we have, Paul. Yeah, thank you, Levi. Levi says she's been called worse names by people she was friendlier with than Ellie. And yeah, she got upset, but never on this level. Yeah, like that that worries me. Like that it upset her to that. Like I didn't really get why. I studied to become a penis reader. I think you already are, Paul. I think you have the gift. Between you and Dawn, that's a pattern. I'm cool with Dawn, Trina. So Like, have we had like fights? Yeah, but that's normal. I mean, not like normal, but like you know, people are not clones of you, so eventually there's going to be conflict, and it's about how you deal with that. Like, but yeah, like yeah, there were conflicts between me and Don, but Don and I are cool. Nani, how do you know I'm not being honest? Like, you're saying be honest. What are you saying? What, like, I'm trying to show this pattern. Okay, from your perspective, I understand that, Trina. Thank you. No, she didn't, Amy. She didn't say that she wasn't comfortable. Not once. Like, she never said that she wasn't comfortable. She never said that she needed space. She never said that she needed time. She said that I was telling her that she had to do things my way. She said that I was trying to get the last word in. And in fact, that's like why she blocked me. She said that I only care about like fucking my own gain. Like, she said all that stuff, but she didn't say that she felt uncomfortable. She didn't say that she needed space or time. Well, she didn't say that. She did not say that. Like, I don't show DMs, but you know, there are times when I'm really tempted to. Because she didn't say that. I didn't say you were being a bitch, Trina. Did I say that, or was that directed at someone else? I'm sorry. Yeah, thanks, Paul. I just, like, I don't know. But that night she said it many times. Oh, also she said that, like, I should have, like, known that she would react the way she did when she, like, literally told me about it seconds before I came on. Like, like, a lot of this is improvised. And so, like, there are times when, like, someone comes on and tells me about stuff and is like, or yeah, taking anything over 101 is, well, yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to take over anything. I'm just trying to, like, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to return the favor that she's done to me, which is being honest about the way people are receiving, like, what I've put out. Like, talk to her directly if you value your friendship. I, at this point, I don't even know, like, and anyway, she put out her side of everything, so I feel that it's only right that I explain to you guys what my side is from my perspective. Like, you can keep saying, talk to her directly if you value your friendship, but she put her side out, so it's only fair for me to put my side out. And, like, she could have talked to me directly if she valued our friendship. Like, someone's words and then suddenly their behaviors don't match up. I don't know how to take that. Because you publicize it on Twitter. Well, I have feelings too, Nani. And I was feeling some type of way. I thought it was kind of bullshit that she would, like, block me like that after calling me all these names, saying that I was talking behind her back when I've only been defending her. And all this, like all of these accusations, and then blocking me. Like, yeah, I was hurt. I have feelings too. And like you can keep going back to, oh, but you put the screenshots in front. She blocked me. So I couldn't reach out to her directly. Do you feel like things took a hard left during your DMs? This is Celeste, sorry. Like, how to go from please just think that it might be fake to you sharing how others were feeling. Is that what you're going to say? I mean, I saw it as the latest thing in a behavior that I've seen that worries me. The Ellie thing, I think that's like, it's like she goes around looking for a fight almost. Like, I don't know. I mean, I hope that's not the case, but like, or others are coming to you with similar feelings, etc. Because, well, I like, I'm trying to like, oh my words. Bleh. How did it go from like keep an open mind to, oh, other people are saying XYZ about you? Or oh, plants. That's one of the. Anyway, sorry, ADD. Thanks, Amy. Great. Yeah, I do call her. Like, yeah. Well, I mean, I did. Oh, thank you, Yvette. I'm trying. But yeah, how did it get to that? Sorry, back to Celeste's question. How did? Because after a while, I felt like she kept saying, "Oh no, you're wrong. You're this, that, and the other. This is why you think this. This is what you're trying to do in this conversation. Blah 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 blah." Like I felt like she kept trying to invalidate anything I was trying to say. So I was like, you know what? I'm not liking this. And there are other people who are like feeling some type of way about it. You felt it was a behavioral thing that you thought to address at the same time, and then it went left. I just felt like she found any way to like play off anything I had to say. Like, oh, you think that because blah blah blah. Oh, you only think that because, you know, you're in it for some other type of shit and I'm just in it for friends. Like, how, like, it's public and like you're opening yourself up to scrutiny when you do something public. So I don't know, like, if it's just for friends, you can have a private hangout and just gossip with your friends. I mean, she could have called me, Trina. If she needed space, and that's what blocking me was about, then wouldn't it be even worse for me to then find a different avenue to contact her? Like, do you guys see how that's a contradiction? It's a double bind. Like, no matter what you do, it's still wrong. Do you guys see that? Because if I had done that, then it would have been, oh, you were so like set on harassing her when she just needed space that you even called her after she blocked you. Like, do you see where that would go? I've been through this shit. Like, it's a no-win situation. And it's unfair to put your friend in that kind of no-win situation. Okay, I've been through this like 24 times by now. It's unfair, and like I'm not gonna like sit here and back and like that's the thing. You guys can say, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that. Guess what? It still would have been wrong somehow. Bottom line, if someone wants to find you lacking somehow, they will find a way. Well, stop it. How, Amy? How would I have stopped that? Should I have kicked someone out? Who? Which person? Who deserved? Like what would that have been? I mean, I think it says, like, oh, Unicorn Cupcake says, Faye, you've been through it a dozen times. What does that say about you? Just saying. I think it says that nothing happens in a vacuum. You could have kicked out the LE account. But why? Like, was it, like, did they deserve, or did he deserve to get kicked out? Stop playing victim. This is from my perspective. If you don't want to hear my perspective, this is not the hangout for you. Like, if my perspective is playing victim to you, I don't know what to tell you. Like what? Like, okay, I'm the big bad wolf. Everything that has ever gone wrong with everyone is my fault. Is that better? I mean, that's unrealistic. Everyone has valid opinions. Thank you, Celeste. I feel that as well. Thoughts and feelings. I just wish it wouldn't have went here. Yeah, me too. Me too. Missy says maybe you could have asked him to leave till you were able to de-escalate the situation. De-escalate the situation? Chandra, is that the situation that I'm supposed to de-escalate? Like, why doesn't she de-escalate her own self? I mean, like, I don't get this. What do you guys, like, what do you expect? Like, again, I read tarot cards, not minds. Oh, what do you want to happen? Can you guys talk? I'm not talking about anyone else. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like she dismissed me so entirely, and like she didn't want to hear my point of view. I got her point of view. I was trying, like, I heard her point of view. I was trying to give mine, and she dismissed it. I just feel like I've been entirely dismissed. Okay, that's why I posted the screenshot of her blocking me, which I don't know why that's what you guys are like picking. Like, who cares? Like, oh, it's okay to fucking dismiss someone and block them as long as it doesn't go public? I don't like. I just think it's like very. None of it fits. Like, this, like, it's not cohesive, what you guys are saying. I am wearing 2 watches. One is Eastern time because I know a lot of you guys are on Eastern. Also, I just thought it was cute because it has like a map on its face. They're just cheap, like, Target watches, but I got a watch for West Coast and East Coast. I'm thinking about you guys. See, I'm being like, I'm trying to make it easier for everyone. It didn't really work tonight, but I'm getting there. Did you insult her? No. No. Care about someone, you deal with it one-on-one and not publicly. I feel the same. So the fact that she had a hangout instead of finding another means to contact, like, it works both ways. It can't be one way for me and a different way for the other person. Nani, if you're gonna argue with every single thing I say, this really might not be the hangout that you want to watch. Like, I feel that both sides are valid, and Like, if you just are here to argue against my own experience and perspective, then, like, I really don't have anything to say. She didn't have to do anything, Nani. She didn't have to do a hangout. She didn't have to. Like, as if I forced her to do a hangout blasting me. Come on. Like, how, like, she's a grown ass adult. I forced her to have a hangout. Is that like how I low key manipulated Monique? Like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. I made her have a hangout. Oh, did I stop her from being able to contact me directly? No, she's the one who did that. So when people are hurt, they react in different ways. True. Thank you, Jamie. Yes. And I feel that both, like, perspectives are okay and valid. I don't think one of us is right and the other is wrong. I just think because she put out all of it, like, whatever she put out, I'm putting out my side because she put out hers. Maybe I could reach out. She blocked me. How am I going to reach out? Maybe you didn't feel like what you said was insulting, but she did. That's the sense I'm getting, but I had to put this together with you guys right now. She didn't, like, give me that courtesy. She didn't try to reach that point of, like, oh, understanding, and, like, oh, we had a misunderstanding and now we see why. She didn't do that. Like, I believe what that you have, like, yeah, it is. She clearly felt insulted by something I said, and I never meant to insult her. That is the crux of it. No, I don't have her number. We usually just call her on Hangouts, like, private. No, I didn't say I was forced by her actions, Jalen. I said that I felt some type of way. I did that. Was it petty? Well, yeah. But blocking me was petty too. I don't think it's a big sin. Like, I mean, I didn't post her DMs. I know, Amy, it is sad. It's not entertaining. That's why I'm on in the middle of the night. I just want to get this out and get it over with. Yeah, this is not an entertainment hangout. It's an explanation hangout. Unfortunately. Yeah. Jessica says when a person blocks you, sometimes you may not know how to handle it. I know I take it very personal. I mean, considering the converse, like, I mean, usually I wouldn't take it personally, but, like, I get what you're saying. But, like, in the context of the conversation that we were having, yeah, I took it personally. Yes, Amy, I'm on because I know she's asleep. That's exactly what this is. I just didn't want, like, a huge rush over here. Like, plus, I've been busy today. Like, sorry. But no, it's my evil plan. It is all of my, it's my, see, that's the thing. Like, it's that motive. Oh, I must be doing something underhanded when shit just happens sometimes. She felt insulted. You didn't realize it. Okay, so can you not DM her email and explain that those were not your intentions? I tried to do that in the DM. I saw that, I mean, I kind of sensed that she was hurt by something I said. I tried to say, like, look, if I was insensitive, I kind of have some of my own stuff going on lately that I haven't really been public about. And you know, I don't mean to be an inattentive friend. Like, that's not my intention. I don't mean to, like, I said that in the DM. But like, no response. And that's the thing, like, if she had said, oh, I felt hurt by XYZ, that would have been so much more productive. But she didn't. Like, I had to like kind of be like, okay, the way she's reacting is telling me that something I said hurt her. Like, it's like talking to a brick wall. Like, at a certain point, if someone doesn't want to communicate with you, like, and again, if I had found another means of contacting her, it'd be like, oh, she blocked you, why would you try to find another way to contact her? Like, no matter what you do, in retrospect, there's a way that, oh, you're clearly at fault somehow. Like, Nani, I think you're making a lot of assumptions. And I really, I don't know why you keep saying everything I say is a lie. But I'm gonna start taking it personally. Sometimes I wish you would break down your walls. Oh, what? So people can pick at me more, Kim? Thanks. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely open up and get vulnerable. I totally feel like I'm feeling the love right now. Thank you. Well, you don't know that, Nani. Make new friends, Amy? I guess that's what I'll do. I mean, I'm pretty calm. Like, well, I'm not the one who made it. It's what other people have said. Multiple people. I didn't make that comparison. Other people did, and I can't blame them for it because there are some similarities. You see it as picking or trying to help you. Oh, by telling me that everything I'm saying is a lie? That helps. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica. She says, in my opinion, I feel like you had great points. I know a lot of us felt it wasn't fair to lead people to think a certain way about Ellie, then not even care if she was wrong. However, your delivery was off. Okay. Yeah, I own that. I mean, she has told me similar things, Trina, that people have said about me, comparing me to people who I would never want to be compared to. But I didn't take it out on her. No, I'm not going to say it, Nani. No, if that's the game you guys want to play, fine. I mean, weren't you just blaming me for, oh, it's all my fault because what, I screenshotted that she blocked me? So, oh, if I say this, now that'll be my fault too. Kim says, Felicia, I like you, but sometimes you come off harsh, like your relationship with Chandra didn't mean anything. I mean, because I'm hurt. Like, I'm hurt. You know, the last time I cried on here was before I did my face reveal, and people said that I was faking it. So, like, that's the thing. I can open up, and then you guys can tell me that I'm full of shit. Why would I do that? Thanks, Nani. Thanks for your opinion. I don't know what to say to you. You're just gonna keep insulting me. Taking your wrench. Okay, now maybe I can ask you to go, and we'll see what happens. See if that would have worked in the Ellie scenario. See, like, you know, if I ask someone to leave, if they will leave. Let's just see what happens. Well, wait, like, so again, Nani, like, if she wanted Broom, why should I reach out to her? I would think that if what she needs is space, then I would wait for her to reach out to me after she's had enough space. Like, I. Okay, but see, Amy, what you're saying is that retaliating isn't right. Okay, so doesn't it also make it not right for Chandra to have posted a hangout in retaliation to a screenshot? That's the thing. It has to be both ways. Okay? Double standards aren't fair. So, if you're going to say that I was wrong for retaliating out of hurt, then you also have to say that Chandra was wrong for doing the same. Okay? Now, if you're willing to do that, okay. And that's like, you know, that tells me that maybe there's a productive conversation to be had there. But if all the blame keeps getting piled on me, that tells me that there's really no point in discussing it. Well, I'm glad you're not upset about it, Nani. Thank God. People take this stuff so seriously. Take away the wrench, they get all upset. I'm serious. It happens. No, it was a new thing, Trina. That's why I wanted to tell her. Because it was something that just started happening. Like, just started happening. Like, it's not something I've been holding back. Why would I do that? Like, it's weird. Yeah, we can, Amy. She says, I think a lot of our friendships are built off of drama around here. Not every interaction has to be about drama. We can get to know each other on a more personal level. Yeah, I believe so. Oh, sorry, Levi had a good point. Let me scroll up a bit here. You guys said some friendships require a blowout every now and then in order to evolve. We just either fight for that relationship or decide it's not worth it. That decision is yours and Chandra's. Yeah, and I feel it's as fully Chandra's as it is mine. Like, no, it's not that I'm not willing to reach out, Celeste. It's that I like. I mean, okay, so she needs space. Does she still need space? Like, I don't know. I'll never know. She'll never tell me. Like, I mean, it's kind of like, and again, if I reach out before her space has had enough time to happen or whatever, like, again, is that me being intrusive? Like, again, if someone needs space and tells you that, you let them take the move to reach out to you. Otherwise, you're not respecting what they told you that they need. That's the way I think things work. I mean, like, it would be not, like, it would be intrusive and disrespectful from my perspective to reach out at this point. Like, that's what I'm saying. Not that I'm not willing, just that from what I understand about the situation that you guys are telling me, that says to me that, okay, so then it's her prerogative to decide if and when that happens. Like, she needs space, so it's only decent to allow that. Yeah, thank you, Jessica. Says she needs space and Felicia is blocked. What is she supposed to do? Like, it's a pretty clear message, right? Like, yeah, I could find a different way of contacting her, but wouldn't that be disrespecting the fact that she needs space? Like, I don't know, like, you guys tell me. Apparently, like, oh, good night, Celeste, sorry. Email pro scope something if French. I mean, I don't know. Like, I tried that with, like, well, shit, with JJ, and what? She came on here a few weeks ago and threw it in my face, saying that I was, like, again, intrusive. So, like, well, like, and thank you again, Jessica, who's the only person who seems to get what I'm saying. Says, in all fairness, it does go both ways, Celeste. Does Chandra not think it's worth it to reach out? I mean, Chandra is the one who blocked her. Thank you. She feels insulted by something you said. I don't think you would be in her privacy. You know, space issue, and to say, I didn't mean to insult you. I mean, I already said that. I said that I didn't mean to insult her. I tried to reconcile by saying that. What you're saying I should do, I already tried. And I mean, exactly, if the friendship isn't worth it to her to, like, try, I mean, well, if only one person is speaking from the heart, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if the other person has blocked you, there's, again, it doesn't do anything. Like, What's the worst that could happen? I don't know. There could be someone. Oh, what's the worst that could happen? Well, the worst that could happen is someone like misconstruing me reaching out and saying that I valued their friendship and stretching that to paint me as some kind of like crazy stalker. That would be the worst case, the worst thing that could happen in that scenario. It was a couple days, Missy. Like, it was a couple days. Like, I'm telling you, like, in good faith, I tried. I have tried. Yeah, she's not Cat. And as I said to her, Ellie isn't Cat either. So there's no need to, like, not everyone has to be bashed the way we might bash Cat. Because Cat does horrible things. But not everyone does. Yeah, I didn't mean to insult her, Celeste. That's, yeah. Yeah, I do too. Just as, like, I don't know the details either, but I do feel once someone blocks the other, it's up to them at that point. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense. Like, I mean, the thing is, like, I mean, like, she said some hurtful things to me in that DM. I don't know if, like, that's the, like, I felt pretty hurt from the things she said. Like, I haven't really shared that part, but, like, I'm pretty hurt. So, well, who here has seen you, Amy? We haven't heard your voice. Does that mean that you don't count, that you don't matter? Can we blame you for things, for whatever we feel like, because you haven't come on panel? Would you like that? Is that fair? Yeah, I know, Celeste. She says, LOL, look, I see your side, Fee. We just want y'all to make up somehow, so we're trying all the ideas we got. Okay, well, like, I hope you guys are telling her your ideas too, because, like I said, it works both ways. And, like, yeah. Yeah, I know she's real. But how do we know that? All we've ever seen is her profile picture, right? So, how much do we really know about? I mean, do you see where you can go with this stuff? Like, do you see how easy it is? It's easy to dismiss people until it happens to you. Okay, but I don't know that you've been on Periscope. I just, like, if I just see you in the side chat. Oh, hey, Katie, what's up? Oh, 15 months clean, that's great. Awesome, congrats. Glad to hear it. Oh, yeah, I understand. Good night. Thanks for stopping by. And congrats again. Oh, sorry, what? Yeah, it felt that way. Just, I like your comments list. It really seemed people were just bashing Faye when I came in. I know, right? Isn't that in, like, Surprise, surprise. Like, but they were trying to help me by calling me a liar. I don't know, like, way to help. Oh, they've seen all your snaps. How do I know that? If I haven't seen your snaps, then how do I really know you're real, Amy? If they've seen your snaps, you say they've seen your snaps. Do they say that you've seen their snaps? Who are these people? Like, do you see the kind of rabbit holes you can go down with that stuff? Why not just fucking try to be fair? Like, then you don't have to worry about, like, oh, like, if someone's disrespectful, time them out, block them. That's it. Like, if they're not disrespectful, if you feel like, you know, shit, just chill. Yeah, Trina, okay, you didn't call me a liar? Okay, you called me, like, what, like, the only common denominator in the situation, which I disagree with. Like, you say, like, you know, saying that I'm the sole instigating variable or factor in this. I mean, that again is not help. Like, what did she say that hurt me? You know, I don't even want to put her out like that. Like, again, and now people are gonna say, oh, you're not showing receipts. I don't, it was hurtful. Okay? I don't want to drag all this shit out because it was hurtful. And because if it doesn't have to become an ugly public thing, in some respects, I'm gonna try to, like, not have that happen. Because I thought, you know, if you respect your friendship, then you don't put out public things about it. But now, if I don't put out public things about it, people are gonna say, "Oh, well, you're burying the lead or whatever." Like, do you see? Like, it's a double bind. It's unfair. Why am I doing a hangout about it then? Because it's only fair. She did one. Why aren't you upset about her doing one? Like, if you're upset about me doing one, why aren't you upset about her doing one? Why is it one way for me and a different way for someone else? Like, do you guys not see that that's a double standard? I don't get it. Again, okay, so it's all on me, Amy. Because I put out that she blocked me, I made her do a hangout about me. I made her block me because I was trying to communicate with her and clear up a misunderstanding. How fucking dare I? I'm the worst. You're right. I'm the worst. Why would I do that? Like, I should just fucking be a doormat. I should just do nothing. I should just let everyone just walk all over me because that's healthy. Like, I don't know what you guys like. Well, you seem to feel some type of way about it, Trina. Like, and if you're applying that scrutiny to me, why aren't you doing the same? And I don't feel that this is dragging it out. If I were dragging out private things, I would be showing you guys DMs right now. I'm saying from my perspective, the experience that I've had in the last week. No, I don't think you haven't talked to. It's pretty clear you have talked to Chandra, Trina. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's pretty clear. Okay, now okay, you guys don't get hung up on the word upset. Like, you guys think that I shouldn't, or that it's not fair of me to do a hangout even though she did a hangout about me. And I shouldn't do things to retaliate out of hurt or like, an emotion, but it's okay if she does it. Like, how do you not see the hypocrisy of that? Like, that's the thing. This is why, in my opinion, there's no point in trying to please a lot of people in this community. Like, I'm not even worried about it because it's going to be a double standard no matter what. And at least I'm like acknowledging the reality with that. So I'm not like living in a delusional world where I think that everything, that I'm just the only one seeing things as unfair and that it must be something with me. No, I see it. This is bullshit. Yeah, I'm clearly doing this for views. That's why it's on at midnight with like no set schedule. Like, yeah, this is all about views. Mm-hmm. No, I'm saying if you are couching things in terms of retaliation, then shouldn't it be the same for both? And there's a phrase turnabout is fair play. Yeah, it's like I'm sad too, Jamie. Yeah, I understand what you're saying, unicorn. I mean, I get that or not like snake unicorn, unicorn cupcakes, which is a different person. Just clarify for anyone watching this later. Like, I mean, like, but yeah, good night. I mean, like, I know that she seems like it. That's why I don't understand what happened last week. Like, I don't get it. Oh, night, Missy. I'm doing this reviews. That's why it's 3 a.m. or what is it? Yeah, 3 a.m. on the East Coast where most of my subscribers and viewers live. Yeah, I'm doing this reviews. I just think it's interesting. Like, you guys don't pick up on the contradictions of like what you're saying. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get how double standards are okay to you guys. And that's why I'm not even worried. Yeah. I started out uh, trying to explain before everyone came in to tell me that I'm a liar. Um, I haven't taken it so far left. Well, the fact that Chandra was belittling me. out of nowhere telling me that, like, you know, that, how dare I talk to her friends? Like, I am not allowed to talk to people. And me saying that I can talk to people and her calling me a 5-year-old when I say that. Stuff like that is what took it left. Her saying that I'm, like, I'm trying to even, like, explain it in a succinct way. And, like, express in a succinct way. Like, stuff like insulting stuff, belittling stuff, stuff that was shitty to say. That's what took it left. Instead of her saying, I just need space to, like, process this and think it through, she said stuff like that. People say stuff out of anger. No one is perfect. Okay, but then also, if that's okay, then it's okay for me to respond in anger. Like, do you see that? How is it still somehow I'm not understand, like, somehow it's me, like, not getting that people say things out of anger. There was no reason for her to be angry at me. Like, I cared about her. I care about her still. But in that moment, I cared about her. And that's why I was, like, talking to her about the issue. Like, there was no reason to be angry. Okay, how many times do you need to be disrespected and told that, you're doing this because of that. You're only saying this to hurt me. You're only doing that because blah, blah, blah. And, like, how many times do you need to be told that you are out to hurt your friend? Like, they know what your motivation is, and it's to get them. How many times do you need to be told that before it's like, you know what? I don't even know what to say. Like, what time do you just say, enough? Like, how many times do you take it? Like, I mean, I'm not gonna let people treat me like shit. Even if they were great friends to me in the past. If they're treating me like shit now, now's the time to not be around. I don't know. I mean, I can't give you an answer on that, Sabula. Yeah, there are a lot of things that people don't know, Levi. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of stuff that people don't know. Yeah, I agree, Jessica, and that's how I took it. Jessica said, earlier you mentioned that you said something like she's just here for friends and doesn't have to rely on being diplomatic. That sounds belittling and confrontational, in my opinion. And that was how it sounded to me. And, like, that, there were a ton of things like that. Like, every response was stuff like that. I kept trying. Well, maybe you can tell her that, Amy. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Yeah, you should tell her that. Yeah, thank you, Jessica. Says they both got to tell their side, which I think is fair. Maybe they both need space now, guys. Well, that's probably a good idea. I mean, like, I don't know. I could list out all the, like, things she's ever done to, like, whatever, but, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know why people do that. Like, hold on to shit from months ago and, like, whatever. Like, why? Why just be fucking miserable and recount things that upset you? Like, I think a sad pattern, Kim, is accepting other people's disrespect repeatedly, over and over, as if you don't deserve basic decency. You treat people, or like you teach people how to treat you by what you accept from them. I think that that is a sad pattern that is sadly overlooked by a lot of things in our society and people in our society. I'm sorry about that. I'm saying she disrespected me as a person. Yeah. Yeah, I am, Amy. Went from ride or die to having one disagreement and just flip the script. Is that how you feel, Fee? Disrespected often? Not usually. No, I'm like, that's not something that I'm accustomed to. That's why I recognized it for what it is. Like, because I don't accept that. That's not in my life. Because I don't accept it. Like, but over and over. Well, it's a two-way street, Kim. Like, it's a two-way street. Like, every relationship, every friendship is different. Because the people involved are different. I mean, like, I mean, I mean, it's nice that you're giving the benefit of the doubt, Celeste, because, like, yeah, maybe it's not what I'm saying. Yeah, it must be nice to. No, I don't feel that she had disrespected me before this argument. Well, maybe a bit, because those kinds of, like, comments she has made to me, like, in the recent past, but in the recent past, like, it's a pretty new thing, but it's been sort of increasing in frequency and intensity. So I feel like it's kind of been there, but it's a new kind of thing. And I tried to say, like, maybe it's just like nothing, but more and more, when you see a pattern. What? Were you upset when Chandra made her Hangout channel? I told her to make the Hangout channel. I planned the Hangout channel with her. Are you kidding? Was I upset? No, I was thrilled. I'd been telling her for months to start a channel. She was always like, no. That's crazy. Like, I'm sorry. I don't mean like you're crazy, but like that's crazy talk. I was gung ho. I helped her come up with the concept. Like, no, I did not feel upset or threatened by her hangout channel. No. Yeah, well, I'm glad that you asked because now I have that addressed. I was like 1,000% behind her. I taught her how to do a hangout. I walked her through it. And then she has a hangout about me. Like, I was her biggest supporter. I fucking rode for her. Like, I want her to win. Like, I don't know what, like, I was happy. And then she has a hangout about me. Well, yeah, no, she didn't disrespect me publicly, Amy. That's the thing. Not publicly. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Levi. Says, I didn't come here to bash you, not my style. I just came in because I care about both of you and I don't want either of you to feel ostracized. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And like, I get that. And yeah, your comments have reflected that. I appreciate that, Levi. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Helen. She says, me neither, Levi. I don't make it a point to bash you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know she rode hard for me. Like, I was always grateful for her for be like, yeah. Like, I never stopped appreciating that. That's why I don't understand what happened. Like, I don't know, like, well, Kim said, if you want her to win and the best for her, don't give up on the friendship. Well, but I'm not gonna accept disrespect from someone who calls himself my friend. Sorry, guys. Like, again, it's also about, like, you have to be your own advocate. And, like, yeah, I want her to win, but if she's gonna just outright disrespect me over and over and over, that's not okay. Like, that's not the same thing. Like, you know? Celeste, I don't know if that's a good idea. Trying to, like, trick us into some matchmaker thing, like in a sitcom. I don't know if that's. Something tells me that might not go down so well. So I feel like have things been clarified to the extent that they need to be? Like, have I given an impression to, like, give my side some kind of clarity? Like, because yeah, I didn't really want to be on here long. And like, I don't want to like drag out every single, like, again, that's not like, I don't want to do that. But like, I want to clarify the situation, but I don't want to like have a bash session or whatever. Like, I mean, I don't know, Celeste. Uh, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's pretty clear that she doesn't value it. Yeah, thank you, Jessica. I don't think it's fair either. Like, she says, I don't find it necessary to bash either. We weren't in the DMs and we're not feeling what you guys are feeling. I just don't think that's fair. Thank you. I already apologized, Celeste. Like, I already apologized. What would she need an apology for at that? But like, I already apologized in the DM before she blocked me. Because I tried to say, like, I hope that she received what I said was that I wasn't trying to hurt her. Like, I don't mean to, like, like, yeah, Levi, that's pretty much what I plan to do. He says, I guess I would do as Jess selected, take some time, reflect on how you want to move forward, and go from there. Yeah, that's what I plan to do. Yeah, thank you. Okay, see, like, I wasn't there, so I don't know. So thank you for noticing that. Jessica says, just a side note, I didn't notice anyone in Chandra's hangout trying to force her to reach out to Faye. Isn't it interesting how that works? Well, if she still felt insulted and didn't see it, guess what? She can go back in the DM and she can find the apology because it's still there. Unless she like long pressed it and deleted it. Like, and then it's still on my side. So, oh, who was urging her to reach out, Celeste? I mean, since you say that's not true. Who was saying, oh, it's only right for you to address this with Fee privately. If you really cared about your friendship with her, you wouldn't be talking publicly about her like this. Like, were there people saying that in her hangout? I would like to know. Oh, JJ was on? Well, I'm not watching it. I mean, like, did they have Winter on too? Because JJ had Winter on when she had a hangout bashing me. Stupid. Asking if she would be able to reconcile. Okay, but to reach out. And Jessica said, it's not a lie that I didn't notice it, Celeste. I didn't see every second of it. And that's another thing. Someone, like, again, a miscommunication or a different perception of what happened is not a lie. Like, a lie is willful intent to mislead. Like, willfully, like, deceiving. Like, intentionally. There's an intentional aspect to lying. That just because two people had different experiences of the same, like, thing, like they were both present at the same time, but they had different experiences, doesn't mean either one is lying. It's not a lie. Just for example. Celeste says, she said that you tweeted the screenshots of her blocking you, and that's why she addressed it on a hangout with a bunch of people who hate me. And notice, I'm not bringing on, there are a lot of people who are not fond of, like, she's made quite a few enemies herself. Notice how I'm not bringing them on here to recount all the horrible things that she's, like, notice how that's not happening. Well, that's why I'm not really addressing it, like any of the content, because I haven't seen it. And I'm not gonna see it because I don't watch hangouts that bash me. That's my policy. Like, I realized, you know what? Nothing I can do about it anyway. So I'm just not gonna do it. And just public announcement. If you have a hangout bashing me, or dedicated to bringing on everyone who hates me and not bashing but really bashing, I'm not gonna watch it because I don't care, because it's gonna be something, I'm this, I'm that, and I know who I am, and I'm not gonna watch it. Okay, now we're all gonna argue about what bashing means. Like, that's like, well, it wasn't to sing my praises, now was it? It wasn't to say that I'm an awesome friend, now was it? It wasn't dedicated to you. It just referenced what I said in a DM in the title. But no, it wasn't dedicated to me. It wasn't like it was titled after a play on words referring to some, like, oh, okay, I should somehow know that that wouldn't be about me. Okay. Amy, I mean, you have this idea that I don't want anyone else to have hangouts, and I don't know, I can't dissuade you. Like, this seems to be a belief for you. I wanted Chandra to have hangouts. If they're not about me, go for it. I would watch, like, I watched all of her hangouts. Like, I wasn't, like, always on time for them. Sometimes I, like, missed them, but, like, I've done everything, like, that's your belief at this point. I told you, I did everything to help her get this off the ground. Like, I wanted her to do hangouts. Like, I don't know. You can keep thinking that because you're not going to be convinced by anything I say. But it still means that it's just some belief that you have that isn't backed up by reality, okay? I just so you know. Oh, she wished me the best. Well, in that case, then it just makes it, you know, I'm sure the hangout was a love letter to me. Come on. Like, come on. Oh. Yeah, I believe that. Jessica says, I didn't necessarily hear anyone bash me, but maybe making fun of might be terms. Mm-hmm. Like jokes, right? Okay. Because again, like, finding ways to belittle me, that's not, somehow that doesn't count as disrespect. Like, it's the same shit, like, it's semantics, you know? Like, it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't about how I'm awesome. It wasn't about how, oh, I have good qualities and bad qualities. It was about, oh, Faye sucks. Let's talk about it. for hours. Like, let's have on people who hate her. Let's just like I just like hearing that. It's like, well, you know, again, wasn't forced to do that. Chose to do that. Each of those things chose to do that. Oh, I'm glad they came to an understanding. That's nice. Good for them. Yeah, I understand, Celeste. She says, Fee, please don't get upset with us. We're all just upset too because we like you both. You were both hurt and upset. Okay, but... And notice, I haven't said anything mocking Chandra. I'm not making fun of anything she said. I'm just putting out what my experience was, my perspective. Like, I'm not taking pot shots at her. I'm not having people up here who hate her. In fact, I'm doing it in the middle of the night so that they won't be on side chat and shit, and I don't have to fucking deal with all that bullshit. Like, just saying, you know, because she chose to do those things. Thank you, Jessica. And Jessica just said, Celeste, not everyone is as respectful as you. I actually feel bad for the way certain people have spoken to her tonight. Yeah, but they were just trying to help me. See, this thing, like, this is why I don't even care what these people, like, it's never gonna be like some people are never gonna give you a chance. And it's whatever. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. And that's why I don't concern myself with those people. Like, if people are set on, like, hating me, then what can I say? Like, I'm just gonna, like, focus on something else, because there's nothing you can do. Well, thank you, Helen. Yeah, Jamie, me too. Jamie says, I have no problem with you, Faye, or Chandra. I just feel bad about the situation and wish it could be worked out, like you both just said. Yeah, I understand. Levi. Helen is as late as my period. Celeste says, Jessica, I can only speak for myself. I'm definitely not trying to upset anyone. Yeah, but, I mean... Like, you saw that shit, right? Like, I didn't hallucinate all those comments. I'm glad that someone even actually acknowledged that they happened and that they were pretty fucked up. Because it happens a lot. Like, that's the, like, again, I know these bitches are gonna be angry at me no matter what. Like, they will twist anything. Oh, are you saying you're retaliating? No, you're saying that. Like, it's like I don't care what you think of it. Like, if you are finding any little thing to infer some kind of like maliciousness, like, I'm not trying to please you anyway, because that's not fucking fair, and you are like impossible to please. Like, that's the way I think of all this. Like, you know. Hey, Artemis. Oh, see, look who pops up. Okay, now you have another thing to argue with me over. Like, see, like, you're not gonna like me, Trina. I get that. Like, I'm not worried about you liking me. I mean, I didn't mean to sound like, again, dismissive right there, because I don't mean it that way. I mean that, like, I'm not going to try to win you over because you have already made up your mind. Just saying. I said you were doing that and you were. Okay, Amy, then you said that, and then someone else took it and said, oh, so you're saying you're retaliating. Or maybe that was you too. Like, you know, when the wall of, like, texts accusing me of shit and being a terrible person just flies by, it's a little hard to, like, suss out everything. No, I missed that, so I'm late. Well, that makes perfect sense. Why didn't we know that? Ultra Blue Hyphae, are we still friends? Yes, absolutely. Oh, yeah, sorry. I thought that I don't know. I thought Dishing would let you know that, yeah, we're cool. Absolutely. It's just hard for me to keep track of you because you keep changing your name. But no, we're cool. It shouldn't be. I know why you thought we weren't. My goodness. What? Celeste says, what do you mean, but? I say I'm not trying to upset you. And you answer, yeah, but as though I've just spoken is somehow what? What? Sorry, like I have trouble sometimes, Celeste. I didn't mean anything by it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it is hard to respond to every comment. Like, sometimes I'll like twist or I'll like read two comments at the same time if I didn't mean anything by it. Oh, I mean, like, I don't think you were contributing to that, Celeste. I just think, like, I don't know. It just seemed pretty clear that some of the stuff other people said was unfair, and like, I don't know. I think you kind of get why I might be a bit like, ugh, like feeling a bit ganged up on because of all that. You seem as someone who has difficulty speaking about their feelings. When it's a bunch of people accusing me of being all that and the other, like, yeah, in that situation, I do have trouble speaking about my feelings, which is the only situation you've seen me speaking about my feelings in, Trina. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, I understand. You're typing. I gotcha. Yeah, and that's why I like was like, well, maybe she was typing or something. Like, that's why I was like, well, thank you. MB's haunting you, Levi. Well, you got to get that ghost box out. I actually like, you know, I didn't know if people would like show up or if like people would even like if this would be such a big issue because again, I haven't seen the Hangout. But yeah, I downloaded the all of my ghosty apps on this like little tablet that I find. There's some chibi tablet that I finally got around to like rooting and stuff. So I don't know. Kim says, Faye, I think sometimes you feel like you can't let your emotions out. I mean, again, it's like this is this context of this situation. I mean, think if people were saying, all the stuff that was said to me to you, all at once. Like, would you want to be like open? No. Like, so just find other shit to say that, oh, XYZ, you're evil. Like, she just knocked 3 times. No. That's all hell hangs and sing the song. Host's choice. Oh, it's viewer's choice. Yeah, that's how it felt, Jessica. Jessica says, that's how it looked when I came in. I hadn't planned to even speak, but I felt bad that Faye seemed to be ganged up on. Yeah, I appreciate you speaking. Like, like, I mean, I, like, seriously, because usually no one says the stuff you've been saying. And that's why I'm just like, okay, I'm just in Looney Tunes here. Like, this is just fucking like Crazyville. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to offend you, but it's like, it's so like, okay, no one can see why I might not be receptive to this. Like, I'm just in no man's land. I know where I am. I know how things are done here, but okay. Like, yeah, I was singing Gin and Juice earlier. You shut down when things get real. It's a coping mechanism, I think. But I don't. Like, I mean, I don't. I would disagree with that. And again, the only time you've seen me is on these hangouts, which are usually like contentious, which are usually like point, counterpoint, you're a bitch kind of stuff. Like, I mean, you're a bitch, no, you're a bitch. Like, it becomes a shit show so quickly that, like, there's not, yeah. Well, Trina, you can get up and walk away right now. Like, you don't have to be up here to do that. Oh God, not you're my sunshine. Oh Lord. I would totally be singing it right now, like. With all the drama going on. It's kind of hard being Snoopy with double G. Yeah, that's why I don't talk about my life, Trina. Because I don't want things in my private life out there publicly. True story. Yeah, I know, Blair. It's still going on. I mean, I don't have a child or anything, but like, I do have people that I don't feel the need to fucking put out in public, and I don't see the point in doing. But yeah, like, I don't know. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Kim says, I can be honest with you because I want the best for you. You have a lot to offer. Thank you, Kim. That means a lot to hear that. It does. Like, you know, after hearing that I'm the Antichrist like 38 times, it does mean a lot. Thank you. Okay, Trina, but then to turn around and say that I'm nasty when, I mean, now it's like, what? Now it's just public life. it's not public life. Like, I like what? Like, maybe you need to take a little accountability of your own. I don't know. Just saying. No, you said I'm a liar and that I clearly have a problem with everyone and I am what into that? Like, I mean, maybe you didn't use that specific word of nasty, but your meaning was clear. I'm not going to argue semantics with you over it. Like, it's pretty clear that you were not exactly here to hear my side. You were here to say that I'm this and I'm that. And that's how you feel, whatever. But you don't then turn around and act like, oh, I really gave her a chance, because you didn't. Just be honest. Yeah. Yeah, Celeste. I mean, that's the bottom line. She says, I don't know, I just think you were both hurt. You both said things, it escalated, but no one was in the DMs to know exactly what all went down. Yeah, that's true. I never said you were a liar. Okay, then you said that I was whatever. Like, again, I'm not arguing with you. You're not gonna somehow give me a chance. You don't like me. That's fine. I'm not arguing with you. Emotions were high tonight. You have to understand that. So blasting me with a bunch of accusations that are completely unfounded, that's okay, because emotions were high. Again, maybe some other people need to take some accountability themselves. I don't know, that somehow I'm the Antichrist. I'm like the worst since Hitler. I'm the worst. People take the airtime that they would, that would fucking be a Ken Burns documentary and devote it to talking about how I've wronged people. I don't know how, because I haven't. Like, I'm a liar about what? I'm a scammer. I remember that one. I'm a scammer. How? Like, never. They never elaborate, though. Oh, good night, Laura. Sleep well. Thanks for being here. Yeah, fair enough, Celeste. And I do try to give people that, like, I do try to give people that benefit of the doubt. Celeste just said, listen, I'll be the first to say I've said things that I worded incorrectly and it upset people, and I didn't mean it how people took it. Yeah, I did. I try to reserve judgment on that kind of stuff. But after a while, when people know how it sounds and then agreeing with all the other shitty stuff that everyone else says, it's like, yeah, no, I know how you feel. I know what you meant. Trina, I'm still not arguing with you. Like, now I'm putting words in. I'm not arguing with you. You can, like, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I agree, Jessica. It says, I don't think emotions are an excuse for treating people badly or unfairly. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, Helen, but I mean, I don't know how all the stuff that was said to me could have been taken any other way than the way I took it. Like, I mean, Oh, Nani said it. Okay, thanks for reminding me. Okay, yeah, so again, like, if you agree with all the other people saying all this stuff, I'm gonna get confused sometimes. Especially because everyone kind of says it all at once, and everyone wants to tell me how terrible I am. That's why Celeste says that's why I think if they talk and explain how certain things were not meant to be hurtful, they could probably work it out. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it could have been handled better. I hope you're telling Chandra that too, Nani. Yeah, thank you, Celeste says, and every argument Fee has ever had with anyone ever has always been Felicia's fault. Yeah, like, it's all me. Oh, my shirt says they might be giants because it's the album cover. Classic. And I mean, yeah, like people always like that's the thing when I said that nothing happens in a vacuum. Like it's easy to say, oh, well, you're the common denominator. Well, like I'm one half of a situation. Of any fight, I'm only one half of it. So I don't know why I get all the responsibility for it. Oh, thank you. Felicia is Latin for Beelzebub. Yes, how did you know? Yeah, it could have been handled differently. I wish it would have been. I wish it would have been handled with some kind of communication as to what people actually need. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, right? It's classic. Nani says, Celeste, I'm not talking about any other argument because I don't know what happened. Well, like, technically, you don't know what happened in this argument either, Nani. So, but I don't know, you seem comfortable taking a stand on it when technically you don't know what happened. Yes, thank you, Jessica. Says, in all fairness, we don't know what went on in this argument either. Actually, I do. Well, there. Okay, so you're implying that Chandra shared DMs because, like, didn't Chandra think that it was shady that Barbie shared her DMs with someone else who wasn't in the conversation? Like, that's the kind of like I don't expect Chandra to do things like that because she has said that stuff like that upsets her. So to like from what I understand from what you're saying, well you said actually I do. Like actually I do know what happened in the DMs. So you've seen them. A private conversation between me and another person. And that other person like would like consider that same action a betrayal if someone else did it. Again, double standards. But no one says anything about that. Oh yeah, some cute succulent containers on Wish. They were like $1. That's awesome, Levi. Yeah, I'll check that out. I always need more plants. You said that you know what the conversation was, and I didn't tell you. So there were two people in that conversation. You tell me. Like, did you mean, like, so do you know or do you not know? And if you know, how do you know? Cool, I'm glad we've cleared that up. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here now because my stomach's rumbling and I'm really hungry. So, thanks guys. This has been great. Bye. Or, oh, can't even remember where the mouse is. Bye guys.